Today we're talking close to 70
Wow.
degrees. It's going to feel like spring instead of winter today.
It's kind of felt like that for months now, right? The fact that we are just not getting into this winter season.
Yes.
We do have some more on this though. Winter ranking, or this winter ranks as the second warmest on record so far. Meteorologist Jaden Knowles joins us with more on this crazy warm weather. Jaden?
It has been crazy. Good morning to you, Drew and Corey. And like I mentioned, crazy warmth so far for this entire winter. I mean, if we just take a look at some of the statistics here, we're now at 31 days so far this winter that we've seen a temperature of at least 60 degrees. And we've always seen that 60 degrees over the entire weekend. So we're at 31 so far. That #1 record is 34 set back in 1981. So we do have 60 degrees forecasted, the upper 60s forecasted for this afternoon. So that's going to make 32. We do have a break as we head into Tuesday, but then heading into Wednesday, I think the 60s will return. So by the end of this week, we'll be sitting at 33, one day off from matching that record. Here's another statistic that's just very unusual and also just interesting in general. Warmest winter so far. So usually this time of year, our average temperature, it sits around 31.9 degrees. We're currently at second place with 38.6 degrees. That #1 spot is 1934, and that average temperature was 40 degrees. Now, once the winter is all said and done, I do believe that we'll finish in third place and not second. And here's the reason why. There is some changes in the weather pattern. Noticing the reason we were seeing those warm temperatures was because of that high pressure system. And a lot of times you see that big H, we're seeing warm conditions and dry conditions. But that big H finally moves on out, and then right behind it is the upper level disturbance. That's where those changes are going to come. We're going to see cooler temperatures for once. And when I say cooler, still above average, but more 50s as well as 40s as we head into the latter parts of this week into next week, really for the next 10 days. So I believe we're going to finish in third place. But, Katie, there could be some good signs, maybe some much needed moisture for our high country.
Yes, absolutely. Jaden, thank you. Those records started being kept back in 1872. The warming trend continues today. But, yes, thankfully, we are tracking some winter weather, especially for Colorado's high country. Really could use more snow. This morning, it's a pretty sunrise, mostly cloudy skies. In Denver, you'll find dry conditions to and from the mountains. It'll feel more like spring skiing temperatures with highs in the 40s, even some low 50s in the mountains this afternoon. But a pretty shot of Long's Peak. You can see next best chance for picking up any precipitation, at least for the Denver area, Thursday and Friday. Now, the mountains on Wednesday, we'll still see that warm before the storm here with highs back to the 60s, but then thankfully introducing some more snow in the mountains. This morning, though, dry all across the state. Temperatures very mild. We're at 46 degrees out at the airport right now, and today's average high is 44. We're right now in the 30s near Evergreen and Conifer, still a bit chilly near Greeley, below freezing at 25. So depending on where you are, definitely want to have the layers on this morning. The clouds will be hanging with us for the majority of the day, but it will still be peaks of sunshine here and there, feeling like springtime with 69. The record for today is 73. That was set back in the 1950s. Today, forecasted highs nearing record levels over the southeastern plains, and with the warm and windy conditions up over northern Colorado and South Pueblo to Trinidad, fire danger a concern. We'll look ahead at this next storm system, what it'll do for the high country, and when the timing is. Really, it'll be Wednesday, and we'll talk about these totals because it all will just depend on the temperatures, a rain-snow mix, but snow, thankfully, over higher terrain is in the forecast.
All right, Katie, thank you. Right now, Silverton Medical Rescue is warning skiers of dangerous debris hiding in the snow. They posted yesterday about an accident in a backcountry ski area of San Juan County. They shared some pictures with us, but a warning, they might be hard to look at, so we're giving you a warning ahead of time. Here they are. They say a person was injured after taking a wire to the neck. You can see all of the bruising and the swelling there. They didn't specify where exactly this was in the San Juan County ski areas or how the person is doing now, but Silverton Medical Rescue is using this to remind people that debris, posts, wires, and other trash is far more exposed this year than other years because of our lack of snow, and to be on the lookout for more than just rocks and tree trunks.
Colorado led the charge more than a decade ago in legalizing marijuana, and it's doing the same when it comes to psilocybin. Denver has licensed 2 businesses that use psilocybin, or magic mushrooms, for therapy. 9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi is live at one of those centers this morning in Cherry Creek with more on this story for us. Lauren?
Good morning, Drew. This is a really big deal for Colorado because Colorado is only the second state in the country that this is legal. And Numia is a really big deal for Denver because it is just the second business license of its kind here in the city. I'm joined by the founder of Numia, Carolina Coher. Good morning.
Good morning.
So walk me through the process that happens when somebody gets here. I mean, it starts well before they even walk in the door here.
Yes, absolutely. So this protocol is made in 3 phases. The first phase is called preparation, where you meet with a therapist twice for about an hour and a half each, where you're gonna create that alliance with the therapist that's so important and start developing an intention for the journey. Then you have the second phase, which is the journey itself, where you come to the center and you are greeted by your therapist, going into the room where you're gonna have your session. There you're gonna receive the medicine. You are gonna be giving an eye shade that helps you drop into an internal state. Music will be put that is tailored for this treatment. And it's just gonna be like this process where you have the opportunity to really work on your internal state and heal.
And then what comes after that? Because there's work that has to happen after that.
Absolutely. So this protocol is so efficient and profound because it's not just about the medicine, but it's the relationship with this therapist. And they will follow you throughout the whole time and be with you the whole time. And then in this third phase, there is what we call integration. And why that's so important is because during this phase, you have a window of neuroplasticity where your brain has a much bigger chance of creating new neural pathways and really helping you create less changes. So you're going to be meeting with your therapist twice again to really process the experience and use this window of neuroplasticity.
Thank you so much, Carolina. And in just the couple of months that you guys have been open, there have been dozens of people who have walked through the doors here and been helped. And coming up on 9 News Mornings and streaming on 9 News Plus, we're going to talk about the bigger picture here, what this means for Colorado and the rest of the country. Live in Denver, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
All right, Lauren, we'll see you next hour. Thank you.